Hello everyone and welcome to Nomad Programming. One of the most essential elements in HTML you'll come across is the anchor tag. Whether you're linking to another page, referencing an external website, or helping users navigate within a single page, anchors are your go-to tool. In this video, we'll explore what anchor elements are, how to use them, and why they're so important for creating a connected and user-friendly web experience. Let's dive in. The anchor element in HTML5 is a fundamental element used to create hyperlinks. It allows users to navigate from one page to another or to an external page. Linking is a fundamental functionality of the internet. Here are several key reasons why it is important. Navigation. Linking allows users to navigate from one page to another, making the web an interconnected network of information. Without links, users would have a hard time moving between pages or finding additional resources. Linking provides a seamless way to access related content. Information architecture. Links help with organizing content. They provide a way to create logical flow and hierarchy within a website, such as navigation menus. This helps users understand the primary sections of a web page and how to access them. Search engine optimization. Links are critical for search engines to crawl and index web pages. They help search engines understand relationships between different pages and the overall site structure. User experience. Links enhances user experience by providing easy access to related content, further reading, and additional resources. We all feel pleased when there is a code for more info. Click here. This helps users to find answers to common questions without searching through the website, improving the overall experience. So when do you need to add a link on your web page? Whenever you need to link to another resource, whether it's another page, a file, an email, or a phone number, or when you want to enhance user experience by providing easy navigation and paths to better understand your content, or when you want to help search engines index your site effectively. Links in HTML are highly versatile and can point to a wide range of resources, including web pages, email addresses, phone numbers, files, images, audio, CSS, JavaScript, specific actions within a document, applications, and even embedded data. Understanding the different types of resources you can link to enhance your ability to create rich, interactive, and user-friendly web content. To add a link to your page, start by typing the anchor element with an opening tag. Type the letter A for anchor, then add the href attribute like this, which I will explain later on. We'll leave it like this for now. Next, close the tag with the closing tag and add the text that will represent the link. For example, you could write "for more info." Finally, close the anchor. The anchor element has a closing tag, and whatever you type between the opening and the closing tag will be considered a hyperlink. In previous videos, I explained about structural elements such as headings, sections, and so on, and how they contribute to the overall outline of the document. The anchor element, on the other hand, does not create structure or contribute to the outline of a document. It serves the important role of linking to another resources. Understanding this distinction is crucial for proper semantic HTML5 usage and ensuring accessibility and well-organized web content. Here's an example to help understand the previous concept. As you can see over here, we have structural elements like the header element that contains contains an H1 element, a section element that contains another subheading element, two paragraph elements, and then we have the footer element. Now, as you can see in this example, the structure elements provide structure and outline to the page. When we add the link element, the structure or the outline is not affected. It stayed as it was, but we only added a hyperlink to another resource. In this case, a video. If I click on it, it will take me to the video that I added as a link. Links can be categorized into two main types. Each type serves a different purpose in web navigation and content organization. Internal links. These are hyperlinks that point to another page or resource within the same website. They improve web navigation by connecting related content. They help distribute page authority and ranking throughout the site, which is beneficial for search engine optimization. They keep users engaged by providing easy access to more information on related topics. This example shows how to create an internal link using the href attribute followed by the ID of the target element. This allows users to navigate to different sections within the same page. Internal links are useful for improving the user experience, especially in longer documents where quick navigation is beneficial. So over here, this is a simple example of using an internal link to navigate to a different section on the same page. The internal link over here creates a link that navigates to the element with the ID equals section 1. The URL of the anchor element is a fragment identifier that points to a specific section in this current document. Section with ID. The H2 header over here that contains the ID section 1 element is the target section, and its content is displayed when the link is clicked in the previous element that contains the link. For internal links to work correctly, the value of the href attribute in the anchor element, in this example section 1, must match the value of the ID attribute of the target element, exactly section 1. This matching ensures that when the link is clicked, the browser can locate and scroll to the specified section within the same page. If I make a change on the string section 1 to get a mismatch, so you can see what will happen if the ID did not match the source link string or name. As you can see, the browser will not find it and the link doesn't work. The hash symbol indicates that it is an internal link. If I remove the hash, the browser will not find the link. The link will be interpreted by the browser as if it is an external link or file. As you can see over here, it shows that there is an error and the browser is trying to find the resource or the target that the hyperlink is pointing to. Now back to top link. The href top back to top element over here creates a link that navigates back to the top of the page. The href attribute is an important component of the anchor element, defining the hyperlink target or the destination URL or address where the link points. Href stands for hypertext reference. It specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So here are common mistakes. Case sensitivity. HTML ID values are case sensitive. Ensure that the hypertext reference, section 1, for instance in this example, and the ID section 1 are both in the same case. Typos. Double check for typos in both the href and the ID values. Unique IDs. Ensure each ID value is unique within the HTML document document to avoid unexpected behavior. So why do we add this attribute? It defines the link destination for the hyperlink. Without it, the anchor element would not be able to link any resources. The value for the hypertext reference attribute is the address of the resource the link points to. The content between the opening and closing anchor element is clickable content displayed to the user. As I said before, it could be text, an image, or a video. When a user clicks on it, it will take them to the target. Now let's discuss the different types of URLs. We have absolute URL. This specifies the complete path to the resource, including the protocols, the domain name, and the full directory path to the file or resource. It's used when linking to a resource outside of your website or when you need to ensure the link works regardless of the document's location. Relative URL. This specifies the path to a resource relative to the current document's location. It's useful for internal links within the same website, as it allows the link to remain functional even if the document is moved within the site structure. Root URL. This type of URL specifies the path from the root directory of the website. Starting with a /, it's particularly useful when you want the link to be valid from anywhere within the site, as it always starts from the site's main directory. Fragment identifier. This URL type points to a specific section within the current document or another document by using the ID attribute. It's commonly used for internal page navigation, allowing users to jump directly to a section of the content. Email and telephone URLs. These URLs are used to create links that trigger email clients or dial phone numbers when clicked, making it easy for users to contact you directly from the web page. External links. These are links that point to a page or resource on a different website. They provide additional information, resources, or references from other websites. This can be used to build relationships and credibility by linking to authoritative and relevant sources. It also enhances user experience by guiding them to useful content outside your website. So here's an example of using external link to navigate to another website. So the external link over here, which contains an absolute URL, it creates a link to an external website. The attribute hypertext reference specifies the URL of the external website. The target equals blank over here opens the link in a new browser's tab, and this attribute adds security and performance improvements when opening the link in a new tab. There are times when you do not have to use hyperlinks, like JavaScript actions. Don't use the anchor element for actions that involve navigation like buttons or triggering JavaScript actions. Use the proper elements instead. And non-interactive content. Avoid links around non-interactive elements if no navigation is needed. Common errors and pitfalls. Broken links. Always verify that the hypertext reference attribute contains a valid URL. Broken links occur when the URL is incorrect or the destination resource no longer exists, leading to a 404 error page. Regularly check and update links to maintain a seamless user experience. Empty href. An empty href attribute can cause the page to reload or result in a non-functional link. Ensure the href attribute contains a valid URL or a fragment identifier to avoid unintended behavior. Anchor element without the hypertext reference attribute. Using the anchor element without specifying the href attribute renders the link non-functional. The href attribute is essential for defining the destination of the link. Without it, users cannot navigate anywhere, and the element will not behave as a hyperlink. Using hash alone. The anchor link with href and the hash alone will typically scroll the page back to the top, which can be confusing if no additional context or behavior is provided. If the intention is to link a specific section, use a fragment identifier that matches an ID attribute within the page to ensure the link points to the correct location. Best practices. Always test your links to ensure they direct users to the correct destination and function properly. Regularly check for broken or outdated links to maintain a smooth user experience. Ensure descriptive links. Make sure each link is meaningful and descriptive enough to convey its purpose even when viewed out of context. Avoid vague link text like "click here." Instead, use descriptive phrases that inform users about the link's destination. Include text with icons. If you use icons as clickable elements, always provide accompanying text for better accessibility. Choose the right URL type. Absolute URLs should be used for external links to provide the full path and avoid ambiguity. Relative URLs are ideal for internal links as they link to resources within the same site and adapt to different environments and page structures. We have reached the end of today's video. I hope it was useful. Thank you all for watching and hope to see you all in the next video.